In this video, we will look at how we can create classes with JShell. So I'll be creating a new class and the class name is TV with attributes as size of the TV, model of the TV, and whether the TV is energy saver or not. So let's create our first class with JShell. So public class TV and has attributes integer, size, string, model, and boolean energy saver. So let's create a constructor public TV with all the attributes integer, size, string, model, and boolean energy saver. And let's assign the variable values. Is the size is equal to size, this dot model is equal to model, and this dot energy saver is equal to energy saver. Now let's create a get method for size only. So public integer get size and return this dot size. And at the end, braces for the class. So this is how you define class in a JShell. Now let's enter, and it says that created class TV. Now let's create an instance of this class TV. TV is equal to new TV, and size is 50 inches, model is Samsung, and boolean energy saver true. So created variable TV, and now let's call method TV.getSize. So you can see that it returned the size, which is 50 inches. The problem is that with this, it is very difficult to modify. If you want to modify class TV, you have to go back and then modify the statements directly over here. And this is very error prone, because if you somehow made a mistake or somehow override something, then it's very difficult because it's not a text editor. So what we can do is that JShell provides a default text editor, which is a Swing application. So with this editor, what you can do is that you can modify the values or you can modify the class, and then once you're done with it, then you just save it, and then it will automatically be imported inside the JShell. So let's see how we can do it. So /edit TV, and it will open up a JShell edit pad. So inside this JShell edit pad, you can see that whatever we have defined for the class TV is available: integer, size, model, energy saver, constructor, and then get size. Now let's add one more method, public integer get energy saver or is energy saver. In this case, it's a boolean, and it returns energy saver. Now let's accept it and exit. So now it's saying that updated replace variable TV, reset to null, update overrode class TV. So now let's instantiate the TV. TV is equal to new TV, 50-inch Samsung, and true. And afterwards, let's get TV.get. It is not showing me the TV.is or is energy saver. So you can see that it returned true. So in this way, you can modify your code directly inside the editor. There are also different options which you can use to define a default editor for for the JShell. So and then the options you can define is basically you can use .help /help and set editor. So the options which are available is // set editor and then the location of the editor. So in this case, let me open the Explorer on my machine, and inside the Explorer I have the path for my Sublime text editor. So I'm going to go in the program files and Sublime text 3. So now I type in set and /set editor and just move this over here. The one thing which we have to remember is that I'm on a Windows machine, so you have to escape \s. If you are on a Mac machine, then you don't have to escape it. It's only because I'm on a Windows machine. So now editor set to C program file Sublime text 3 Sublime text.exe. Now if I go back and do /edit and TV, it will open this up in the Sublime text. So you can modify this over here, and let's see, for example, if I want to create another method, public string model and return this dot model, and when I exit it out, it will save it. And let's click edit TV again. It didn't save it, so let's go back and then enter this again, public string model and this dot model is equal to model, and then Control S and close it. So now you can say that it is basically saying missing return statement, so it saved it. Last time I didn't hit the Control S, so now click again, and now you can see that this has opened so many class TVs over here, or because there were so many instances of class TV which I created, or the changes which I did. So let's remove this, and what I'm missing over here is public string model. This dot model is equal to or return model. Now let's save it. So update replace variable TV, reset to null, and created class TV. So now let's go back and create an instance of this class again, and afterwards and TV dot get model. Or TV dot model. So in this case, you can see that it printed out Samsung. So this is how you create classes inside the J shell and also modify the editor so that you can use the external editor instead of using the default editor which is being provided with J shell. If you want to retain the editor which we have just changed, you can use the set editor -retain command. And if you want to return back to the set editor which is default, type set editor -default. So let's go back and revert the editor to default. So in this case, set editor and -default. I have to use the / error set editor set to default. Now if I do the edit TV, it will open up in the default editor. Now in the next section, we'll be looking at JShell provided inside the IntelliJ IDE. It is integrated inside the IntelliJ IDE, so it is really easy to use, and you can import packages which you already have implemented inside IntelliJ IDE JShell editor.